What's going on, guys? What is going on? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Gem of All Trades Sunday night charts. Hope you guys are ready for an awesome live. I'm ready. I'm ready. We got the charts rocking. We got everything rolling. Looks like I got good video and sound on my end. Check it out for me. Making sure it sounds good on your end. Give me a heads up there. But good to see you guys. Let's see. There's 5 of you. What's up, Keith and Seth, my buddy? How are you? Joel, what's up, man? Yeah, looks like we're going to get a bit of a move down potentially before up there, before Joel. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Well, you're looking at what I'm thinking about on the screen, but I'll show you what we're going to get, or what I think we might get shortly. So that'll come here in just a minute. All right, let me know if your sound and video is good. We'll get rocking here. Are we mooning? Probably not. Probably not. What's up, Brian? Hey, man. Good to see you, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Mount Gox. Mount Gox. When is that happening? What is that? What's the date of that, guys? Remind me. When's is that the 9th or something? I can't remember the day that's supposed to be taking place. Somebody let me know. What's the date? Bullish weekly MACD cross happened today. Yeah. More than likely gonna have a flat coming down, and then we're gonna go up and then down again. Oh, end of August. Okay, end of August. Yeah. All right, I'll show you what I'm looking at, guys, from a structure standpoint. It's a good idea. Hey, what's up, Adrian? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Margin Trader? Hey, Christopher Huffman, good to see you as well. Let's see, who else is here? Genghis Khan, up or down, boss? It's going to be down and then up and then down again. I'll show you what I'm looking at in just a minute. But that's what I think. My bias is down tonight, up. I don't know, it might be tonight and to tomorrow. Who knows? It always takes longer than you expect. But down and then up. Big for a big move, a pumpy move. And then down to the crypto abyss. Potentially. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Hey, Hugo, my buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm short as well, Mr. Ricky. Of course, you know that. You're in my Discord. All right. Send it down. We have to go down now. We have to get out of the chopper. We'll get to the chopper later. Okay. All right. So what are we seeing on the charts? Here's the night's. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at Bitcoin. I'm gonna look at the near term. We're gonna look at that heavy. We're gonna look at the macro. Okay, give you some ideas there. We're going to look at correlation across the crypto markets. ETH, I like to look at ETH, XRP, ADA, maybe DOT. Okay, we will also look at the DXY and the broader markets, the S&P 500. Show you what I'm seeing in all of those. Try to put a bias together and a map for where price might be heading. Okay. So far, so good in the analysis of DXY and SPX. And so we'll get a look at that. We're just going to kind of take our time. We'll chill together over the charts, enjoy ourselves, and have a great Sunday night charts, okay? It's not this isn't a time to, for a pithy video. This is just a hangout time for us every Sunday night. We kind of look really, really intensely at the broader market. Pretty, just taking our time, enjoying a chat. And so not here to give you financial advice. I'm showing you how I read the market, okay, with the tools that I use. You can take it or leave it, you really can, but I'll give you at least how I read the market from an Elliott wave perspective. I'm going to show you the wave structures that I see, and what an Elliott wave trader does. He's not predicting what is going to happen with certainty. He's analyzing the wave structure, says, hey, that looks like a known pattern that we have. There are 5s and 3s all in this market. We try to put them together and build wave structures that we're used to seeing. And then then we put together trade ideas. Okay, so I'm going to show you my trade idea for tonight. I get to where I don't like sharing my trade ideas because I don't know. I think they're market maker spies all over the place on all the YouTubers' websites, and they take the data in. Of course, they probably don't need to do that. It's probably just my skeptical mind. But they can see where everybody's orders are in already in the order books and where the liquidity is. They're creating the liquidity. They know where it is. Their computers are so smart. We're trading, guys. It's a rigged system. We're trading against algorithms and bots. So you just got to know that. All right, so that's going to be tonight. That's what we're going to do. What I'll do, because there's a move that's kind of imminent right now, I'll show you what I'm thinking right now, and then we'll go from there. And then, obviously, what I'm thinking may or may not happen. It may or may not happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. You just have to learn to take ideas and then trade them with good risk management. If you happen to see my hands, I got paint all over them. I've been painting today and this weekend, doing some remodeling. That's what you're seeing behind you. If you're wondering, I'm just doing remodeling. I've got a bunch of stuff stacked up there, boxes and whatever. So sorry about the mess, but pretty soon we'll be into this room, remodeling this room. Right now I'm doing that into the house, and everything is kind of just stacked up behind me where I can. So anyway, sorry about the mess, but it'll be better soon. But y'all can overlook the mess for the data if you can. All right. With that said, let me see who else is saying hi, and good to see you. All right. Let's see. All right, my son. Are you saying good night? All right. Good night. I love you, buddy.
Night.
First day of school for my son tomorrow. Say hello to Facebook. I don't even know if you're in the picture. Let's see if you're in the picture. Yeah, you're in there. You're in there right there. That's what it looks like right there. Say hello to... Actually, it's not Facebook. It's YouTube. It's the wrong platform. Love you, buddy.
Hi.
See you later. Good night.
I'm a dog.
I'm a dog. All right. That's my son. All right. You guys ready to rock? Let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying.
It's from Marie. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I remember that.
He slapped you in the face. Yeah, I think we're going down tonight first. Then we're going up tomorrow or the next day. So, yeah, tomorrow's first day of school tomorrow. So yeah, we gotta get to bed. Hey, Genghis Khan said, "Good luck on your first day of school, buddy." Genghis Khan.
Oh.
So anyway.
Thought that was a Pokemon.
No, that's an old leader from the Mongolian Empire. So, all right. Yeah, and somebody else said you're a handsome feller. He said thank you. All right, there you go. That's my family. All right. Good to see you guys. All right, let's get rocking. Let's jump in. Not financial advice, just an Elliott Wave trader showing you what I'm thinking. All right, so here's the macro idea. I love this macro idea. It's a really nice little idea. So, guys, I'm looking at this as an A wave here. Oh, sorry. An A, a B, and then I'm looking at that as C. And I'm looking at this as a potential ending diag, okay? The only problem with this count is that the way I have it here, it doesn't look like we're going to overlap the 4 and the 1. So the 4 is going to have to break out of the trend line a little bit in order for this to play, maybe, at least to overlap the 1. The 1 wave. So this may be the count. I don't know if it's the count or not. It may not be the count. The other idea is that this is just we could do just a WX and then a Y wave, in which you've got a 1, 2 right there. This is 3 all the way here. We're getting the 4th wave. And then we go down for the 5th wave. So that's another way of looking at it. But I guess what I'm saying is that both of those counts seem to be saying maybe there's one more down wave. Okay, maybe coming. Now I don't think it's coming right away. We're gonna look at the micro count shortly, and I'll show you what I'm looking at on the small time frame ideas. But for now, you know, eventually I think we're going to have another low to make. But I think we're going to, you know, we may go up again. So let me paint that picture as we move in. Just know that this could be, in the grand scheme of that, could be a wave 4, and we have one more wave down. 2 counts kind of say that. Okay. So there's a possibility. All right. Now, let's see here. 1 second, guys. Doing good there. Looking great. All right. So there's an idea for you. Let's zoom in a little bit. Those are my favorite ideas. That either we have bottomed and we're going up now, okay, and it's going to go up choppy. We keep going, or we have one more wave to the downside. I think it's just one more. Okay. Now I don't know how long and protracted this wave is going to be. Lots of shenanigans, and we're just trading it, and we're just watching it wave by wave, wave by wave. But those are my primary ideas on the macro. Okay. You kind of look at ETH on the macro. Let me go to the 3-day chart. You'll see what I'm saying on ETH as well. Just looking at it, guys. Just looking at it. This is looking like a wave 4 here, guys, on ETH. Okay. Looking like a wave 4. Need one more hit to the low. Okay. So we might be done with this wave. There's a possibility we're done with this wave, and now we go down for one more wave. Okay. Now this might have a little bit more. This might get a little bit more complex, right here. Could, right? But it doesn't have to. This could just go down from here. All right. So keep in mind on the 3-day chart on Ethereum, we are testing this trend line here and holding pretty steady. Need a rejection off of that the next day or 5 or 6 or next several days, next week or 2. Okay. Daily, the daily chart, you know, one might argue we've broken out on the daily. One also might change the trend line just a little bit right there, something like that. And that looks a little cleaner. We could be bouncing back down to the downside. We might be going down pretty deep, so we'll see. So the question is this wave finished, or is there another high to go? Okay. But I think the market's setting up for a dump. I do think the market is setting up for a dump, and I think the market is setting up for one more hit to the low. Okay, back into this zone right here. Okay, if I was looking at this as like an S coin, okay, let's just look at the way crypto works. This is the way crypto moves in general. Okay, we get pump, 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 and then dump, 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 all the way back down to the area where it broke out. It retests it. Okay, so we had, I lost my, there it is. So we had pump, 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 pump. We haven't made it all the way back down here to the area we broke out yet. We really need, I would say, this liquidity zone to be tagged again. So I'm thinking one more hit to the low. We only hit it once. Rarely does it hit it once. It usually hits it, bounces, hits it again, hits it 2 or 3 times even. This could do boom, boom like that. Something like this before it starts going up, okay, before it starts moving. And it could take a long time as well. See how long this took? That took quite a while to play out. So keep in mind that the next moonshot, it may be a long accumulation period, okay, going what appears to be sideways action, okay, but there'll be an Elliott wave count to it, but it'll appear to be sideways action for a while, and before it starts rounding the corner and going to the upside. So if it does go to the upside, there's no guarantee that this crypto as we know it is going to play forever. We need to stay even keel. Okay, we need to stay as even keel as we can. We stay neutral with our investments. You need to be as confident as you can be to take a trade, but you need to be as skeptical as you can be in order to let go of a bad trade, okay? And when you're investing money and you have only in your mind only up, 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 and it can't go down, 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 then you're too invested emotionally and psychologically into your investment that you're going to end up losing your shirt, especially if the trade goes against you, okay? Okay, so just be careful, okay? So I think we're setting up for a dump. I think a move to the downside is going to be coming, okay? Now, the question is when and how will that come? Is there anything in the chart showing us, hey, this is how it may play out, and can we predict when it's going to come, and can we be ready for it? Okay, and I say yeah. There's if you learn to trade the small time frame waves and you go with the flow of the waves, you can hit the dump and be ready for it. Okay, all right. So let's see what you guys are responding to. Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll definitely do some requests. I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna go through BTC first, pretty heavy, and then I'll get the broader crypto market after that, guys. So, and the reason we do that is because everything hinges on BTC. Our analysis of BTC is the most critical thing that we do here. Then we do correlation analysis. What we do is we look at the broader market and we say, how is the broader market correlating with Bitcoin, and is there a general trend to the to one way or another, and we see a particular wave happening in every chart. Like, yeah, every chart's looking for this move to the upside, move to the upside, move to the upside, or move to the downside. And so we do that correlation analysis as well, and then we compare it to the broader market as we look at the DXY and the S&P 500 SPX. And we can look at the NASDAQ as well. We can look at the NDX as well, and get a general sense for where the other markets are going, because generally Bitcoin will correlate with those. So correlation analysis is critical. So I like to do some heavy analysis on BTC first, and just get our foundation set there, and then we move on from there. So that's how I do my live streams on Sunday nights in particular, okay? All right, so anyway, so there's my bias. You know, my bias in general is not moonshotting here, okay? Now, could it go up? Yeah. Could Jim's bias be wrong? Yeah, absolutely. Could this go up in a fashion that surprises everybody, and Jim too? Absolutely, it could. I don't know what the plan of the market makers are, okay? All I know is what I see in the chart. My bias right now is to the downside, okay? And I'm going to show you what I'm seeing on the small time frame, and then we'll go from there, okay? That doesn't mean downside forever. It means downside short term. I'm seeing down, up, down is what I'm seeing, and I'll show you what I'm looking at on the chart, okay? All right, so hopefully that's clear and plain to everybody. All right, now, okay, let's zoom into this wave structure and start analyzing what we're seeing here, okay? Now, this is a super challenging wave structure. There's just no doubt about it. But my bias at this moment is I need more cowbell. I need more cowbell. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. That guy's crazy. It's crazy. He's got a fever. Okay, I broke out the bad Christopher Walken. All right. So what are we seeing? What are we seeing here? There's so many ways we can interpret this way. Let me show you the Ultra Bull. Keith, this is for you, buddy. Ultra Bull. Here's the Ultra Bull count. This is not my bias. This is not my primary count. But here's a wave 1 right there. And then I'm going to call this a 3, 3, 5 wave 2. Okay? Wave 2. And then I'm going to call this another 1 and another 2. Now we have another 1 I need another 2. And then we're going to moonshot after that. I don't like the way that shape is. It's one of the reasons. And I don't think this is pointing straight up. Though it could be. I don't think it is. I think rather more likely coming down here and then up to take this liquidity and then down again. Okay. I would like, see, I don't think it's going to respect that line at all. It might respect this line here. We'll see. We'll see how it plays. But we could have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. This could be 2. This, I guess this could moonshot up, okay? And we just keep rocking. And that's the ultra bull count, guys. It's just ultra bull. I don't believe that count. I'm not thinking that count. I don't think this wave structure in here is supporting that. However, I might be wrong. I'll show you what I'm looking at. You can decide what you're thinking about, okay? Hey, thanks guys for the likes. I appreciate it. Okay. Now, let's look at another way to interpret this. This is a correct. Now, if I'm looking for a downward wave here, a downward move, that means this was a correction. That's could be finished already. Could be finished, and I think it is finished. By the way, I think it is finished, and I think we're setting up for a big move to the downside, coming, a big dump. But it's not ready yet. It's not ready. It's not ready yet. Okay, but here's what I'm seeing. Here, this is my bias. This is my count. I see this as an A wave. Okay. Then I see that as a B wave right there. That's a flat. Okay. Now I'm going to call this right here C. ABC. Done. Pull the fibs on that guy. You'll see we came right up to the 127 extension. Okay. I was hoping we'd get a little bit higher. Okay. But we didn't. I don't think this is going to shoot up and go higher. You don't have to duck. Just look pretty as you go by. Everybody will be jealous. All right. So, I think there's a possible ABC that's finished. Now this isn't pretty either, but it's possible. Okay. The count for C is going to be 5 waves, so we got a 1, 2 right there. There's 3, there's 4, obviously, and then there's 5. Finished, done, complete. And what we have here is a leading diagonal off of the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, right there. Now, what's happening right here? This is a flat right there. That's a flat. Okay? So there's a flat right there, but it didn't come deep enough. I'm not happy with how deep it came. Could it just go down from here? Yes, guys, it could, and that's one of the reasons why I'm short. It could simply go down from here, okay, and I'm short for that reason. Okay. However, this thing could also simply come down in this way. This is a 3-wave flat. Now, what we could have here is another 3-wave move right here, and what we've got is that flat is A, this 3-wave is B, and then we get C. We take out all that liquidity, okay, we get a stop punt, and now we have a leading diagonal, 1 wave with a 3-wave, wave 2, okay, and then we go down for a big dump, okay. I'm gonna retest $20,000, could go a lot lower than that, could go all the way down to $5,000 or $10,000. This might be on its way down to the crypto abyss, okay. So that's kind of, at least for now, this is my bias. I'm looking for a down move tonight and an up move. We're going to zoom into this, and I'm going to break this down for you, why I think that. And we're going to be ready to be wrong, okay? We're going to be ready to be wrong. Remember, wave structure analysis is just looking at wave structure and repetition in the market. Wave structure and repetition in the market, and then looking for probable trades or high probability setups that we can use to see what, how to trade this market. Okay, So anyway, let's zoom in here and break down that idea. Make sure you guys tracking with me. Let me know in the chat let me know in the chat if you are tracking with me. Just let me know. Banana past the camera. What's up, Rivers? Good to see you, buddy. All right. Okay. Let's zoom in on this wave structure and see what's going on. 5-minute chart. That might be a good place. Let's do 10-minute for now. That'll break it down just a little bit. I know this looks like a lot of sideways action, but for Elliott wave traders, there's substance here. There's something. There's an actual wave structure here that we see. That if you're good, you can see it. Okay. So we're going to start with a flat. Now a flat, for those of you who are not Elliott people, is what we call a 3-3-5. Okay, a flat is 3-3-5, where the first wave is 3, the second wave comes back at least 90%, can go 100 or more, 100%, or it can even break a low, but it's 3 waves, and then you get a fast 5 waves to the upside. Okay, now that 5 waves can break the top there, or it may not break the top. That's the difference between an expanded flat and a running flat. Okay, so let me show you a 3-3-5. There's 3, 3, 5. Okay. Sorry, that's incorrect. Well, could be correct, but let me show you. I think actually this is a leading diagonal, and I don't have time to explain every wave structure there is, but that could be a leading diagonal. Okay, and then there's an ABC for you. So that's a 3. That's a 5-3-5 right there. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a 5-3-5 or a 3-3-5. There's a small little flat. That's regardless. We're going to call this 3 waves. Okay. Now we're going to see that 3 waves. Okay. Then we're going to see this as an X wave. Then we're going to see this as 3 waves. That's a WXY that broke the low. Okay. So let's consolidate that information. 3, 3, and now 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Boom. There it is. So what you see there is a flat. That's a flat. Okay, so let's just remove that drawing there and let's just label it as a flat. There's 3, there's 3, there's 5. Okay, so there's your first flat. Now what's going on here? What do we have? Well, we started with a zigzag. Okay, so it's hard to see, but right here there's 5 down, 3 up, 5 down. Okay, best I can tell, this is a zigzag. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 5 in that. It's a zigzag, ABC. Okay, now what? Well, it looks like we've got a 5-wave move, and then we got a 3-wave move. Okay, and then it looks like we got an ending diag. That's what I counted it as. 1, 2. Yeah, maybe. I've got another count for you. It may not be a diag, but what if it's just an ABC? So we could say this is 3, 3, 3, and we can call this 3 with an ending diag for C right there. Either way, it looks like we have an A, B, and a C working. So now we have a 3 down, we have 3 up. What are we looking for now? We came back 90%, looking for 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. And there is another flat. So that's my primary working idea for now. That's my primary idea. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm trading. Okay. All right. So let's put it together now. We got 335. Okay. Now what we're looking for here is a 3, 3, and I'm looking for 5 down. Let's project where that 5 could come. We're going to pull the fibs on A, pull it back to where B ended. Okay. Looking for C somewhere between anywhere between the 786 and the 1618. Looking for a C wave to come all the way down potentially. Now what would happen? What would happen, guys, if what's up, Josh Hernandez? What's up, buddy? What would happen if this 3-wave move happened just like this and it broke this low? How bearish would everybody be? How bearish would everybody get? You see here, guys, we've got all this liquidity. Guys taking longs and shorts, and you know where your position is, long and short, right? So if we get a dump down here, breaking this low, everybody's going to be like, "Oh man, here we go. We're going down," right? And we're going down to the abyss. But what they do is they come and break that low barely, and they shoot it up fast. And what that is this first 3 waves is your A wave. This second 3 waves, there's your B wave, and it doesn't have to break the low, but it could. And then your third 5 waves is your C wave. Okay, and it looks like they're building a flat here. They're going to take out this. They're going to take out the liquidity down here, and then take the liquidity out here. Okay. That's a strong potential, guys. Until I just shared it with you, and now they got to change their course. I'm telling you, that's the conspiracy theorist in me. All right. So we're going to take this. We're going to clear the chart. Okay, and we're going to look for the A. We got the A wave. Then we're going to look for B to come down here, 90% of A. Then we'll look for C. Let's pull the fibs. And we don't know exactly the fibs yet because we don't know where B is finished. Wherever B finishes. I'm going to project at the bottom of this wave right here. And then we'll look for C to come up and probably break the 1618 in very quick fashion. It'll probably come up fast. Okay? And it'll keep rocking. It could get up here to the 2618. This could come even a little bit lower right here. And this could come and hit the 2618 or just shy of it. Take out this order block or hit this order block right there. Boom. Okay. It could do that. And then there, what you have in this scenario, in this count, is you have either an A wave as a diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Or you have a 1 wave to the downside. Your flat here is going to be your B wave or your wave 2. And that means you'd be looking for a wave 3 or a wave C to the downside. And right there is what I think, something like that is what's playing out. Something like that. Does it have to do what I've drawn? No. But what I've done is offered a plausible interpretation of the wave structures that we're seeing and why I'm thinking that and all that. Okay? What I like to do as an exercise when I present a count that I like is I like to say, okay, that's my count. How can I see something different? I try to make myself see something different. Okay? But any questions so far? I'll pause just for a second. Any questions about that count? What is it? How does that count look to you? Anybody else have the same count or something similar out there? I'd be curious to know here in the chat. Let me know. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to take any requests right now. I'm just doing heavy analysis on BTC. I will look at other charts, but really you guys want to see BTC. Once we understand the directional bias of BTC, all the other charts are going to do the same thing. Okay, they'll all move directionally in the same way, up and down. It may be a slightly different wave shape, but nevertheless, we're looking for what BTC is doing. So if I really teach my guys that if you're trading, let's just say Link or DOT or ADA, you really need to be an expert on the BTC chart, okay, as well as the chart that you're trading, okay. Leave it to you, Rivers, to look at my shirt or what I'm drinking or what I'm eating. That's so funny. I haven't done Twizzlers in quite a while. So, all right, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well, understanding what I'm laying down. There's 75 of you here, 36 likes. If we could get those a little closer, that'd be sweet. Yeah, thanks, Crypto Fitter. Yeah, I think it's plausible. Is it certain? No. You have to use good risk management in trading that. I am short from the top here. I pretty much nailed the top, and I'm just holding, and we'll see if it comes down. So, all right, good deal. All right, let's remove my drawings here, and let's zoom out and say, okay, what would this be if it does what I think it's going to do? Okay, so again, I'm looking at this as an A. I'm looking for B to finish, and then looking for C. Okay, so that's ultimately what I'm looking for. Let's zoom out and say, okay, what does that do to the chart? What I drew, if that's the wave, what is this? Okay, well, remember what I said. Remember what I said, that this is possibly an A, a B, and a C to right there. Okay, so if this is an A and this is your B wave here, well, we'd be looking for a C wave. Okay, that C wave could come really deep. Okay, they could take it inordinately deep. Okay, or they could, or it could just be, something like that, right? In which case, okay, what could happen then if it's just an ABC? If this is just A, B, C. Well, I imagine if it doesn't break this low, it could go up and make another high. It's possible, though I wouldn't like that wave structure much. Okay, I'd want to see a much shorter C wave that maybe respects that trend line, okay, and breaks to the upside. That's probably what I would want to see if we're trying to look bullish at it. Okay, however, the way this is being formed, I'm not very bullish, pretty bearish. Okay. Now, what else could it be if it's ABC? Okay, what if it's ABC? Well, this could be the A wave of a larger, more complex move to the downside, where you get a B wave, or I should say, instead of A, we should say W. Could get a three-wave pullback and then another three-wave. There's your X and this is your Y. Okay, and you get a complex three-wave move back to the downside. So now you've got three to the upside. This is part of a complex move to the downside. If it comes back 90%, then what we could be getting is a very large, a very large flat. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And that would be the end of our fourth wave of our diagonal. We'd get our fifth wave down after that. Okay. So that's the way I'm looking at the chart, guys. That's the way. So there's a possibility there that this wave, this down move, is what's setting up. Okay. Now I do think, however, my small time frame analysis says dump tonight. Okay. More than likely a dump tonight. All right. I'm hoping for I believe that this wave is probably playing out. It doesn't have to. I may be incorrect in my interpretation. This wave may be playing out, okay? And then we get that pump afterwards, okay? So let's see if we get the dump tonight with the pump afterwards to take out this liquidity, okay? So dump and pump, and then a deeper dump after that. So that's what I'm looking for in the short time frame, okay? Kind of looks like a person who's got something on his nose. Okay. All right, let's do a little bit of, okay, somebody just asked a question. Let me see. Crypto Fitter, could this be a 535 in the making? What time frame, Crypto Fitter? What time frame are you asking about? Go down to the 1 minute chart here. Two-minute, get on the screen. There we go. I see that as an A, a B, and a C, or that could be a WXY. So, and now I'm looking at this. I'm thinking 1, 2. Now I need a 3, 4, 5. I need this to start moving down with some power, some passion, some vigor. Start moving down. That's what I want to see. Get down here. That's what I'm looking for, buddy. 2 hour chart. Yeah, 2 hour chart. Absolutely. I already said yeah, we could be getting a 535. Okay. But what is that 535? So in other words, 2 hour chart, we get 5 here, get the 3 up, and then we get another 5 down. Could totally be that. But we need to, this needs to finish, right? This has to finish, and I don't think it's finished. Okay, so I'm looking for this. Boom, boom. Then we'll look for that. Okay, that's the way I think it's going to finish out. Three, 3, 5. So, Jesus still loves me. Yeah, man, he does love me as well. He saved my soul when I was 6 years old. So thankful for that. Yeah. So the question about divergences: are there any divergences to support my bias? So one thing you have to understand about divergence is is played out on there's 3 different ways divergence plays out. Okay. Well, there's basically 2 types of divergence. Some people divide it into 3 types of divergence. Okay. There's what we call regular divergence. Okay, and that's the divergence most people understand. Okay. Then there's exaggerated divergence, and most people don't know what exaggerated divergence is, and most people also don't understand what hidden divergences are. Okay, so let me do a quick little divergence lesson for you. This is free of charge. I do some extensive teaching on divergence in my Discord if you guys want to come join. By the way, it's still the first part of the month. We'd love to have you in there. Great time to join, because I do 2 live streams that are a little bit more pithy than this, but 2 live streams every day, and I've got a whole series of videos that teach how to interpret the waves like I'm doing here. So, and then how to trade with good risk management. So, if you want to be a part of that and you're tired of losing money and you want to halt the losing money, and I'll teach you what you need to know to stop losing money and to make money in the market. Okay. Yeah, I do that beta bot. I do, but it's part of the Discord. I'm so sorry. Daily live stream it would be betraying my Patreon supporters. Okay. All right, now, so let's talk about divergence. Here's a free lesson for you. Okay. So when you have a 5-wave move, let's just say to the downside, the divergence that you see, you're going to see this wave coming down. Okay. And the third wave is going to spike the RSI, usually oversold. Okay. And then it's going to pop back up. Okay. And then it's going to, but I do 2 daily live streams every day, beta bot. If you're part of the Discord, it's $40 a month to be part of that. Okay. But love to have you in there. And I've always said, if anybody wants their money back, if they're not happy with the Discord, or they don't think it's worth that $40, let me know. I will, after a week, if you don't think it's worth it, let me know. I'll refund you, and no hard feelings. Okay. So you guys, you can't lose. You're not going to lose. And I'm going to take care of you. Okay. All right. Anyways, we're going to come back down. All right. And the 5th wave is going to make a lower low. It's going to be a quick and fast wave. It's going to break the low of the 3rd wave. So it's going to be a downward slope in price with an upward slope in RSI. Okay. And that's what most people know as divergence. It's regular divergence. Okay. Generally, you want to see it oversold very deep. That's a good telltale of a 3rd wave. Okay. and then you want to see it come down, retest, but make a higher low, okay, and a lower low in price, and you want to see that, and that's generally the telltale of a 5-wave move. That's regular divergence, okay. Now, there is that same type of divergence happens when you get a flat in wave 4, but it's very tricky. Now, I totally get you, buddy. I totally get you. But we'd love to have you in there. So in wave 4, what happens sometimes is you'll get a flat where this price makes a low, okay? It comes back, price comes back up in 3 waves, okay? Down in 3 waves to break the low, makes a lower low, and price makes a higher low in price. And then you get a fast wave up. And what that is that's a flat. And that gives you the same look, the same type of divergence that you get between a wave 3 and a wave 5. But what it does is, while it looks the same in the RSI and it kind of resembles this is 3 waves, it breaks the low, it shoots up, gets everybody thinking this is reversal, and it traps the longs while they go down and take you out for the 5th wave. Okay? Boom. And then you still get divergence between the 3rd and the 5th, but you get a lower low. That is a play the market does all the time, down or up. So you'll get regular divergence either between wave 3 and wave 5, or when you have an expanded flat, okay? An expanded flat in wave 4. All right, finally, what's the other type of divergence? So there's what we call hidden divergence. Hidden divergence is what we call continuation divergence. Continuation divergence is when the RSI resets to oversold or overbought, where price doesn't nearly move like the RSI does. For instance, what you'll notice, it's a good example here. Here's a great example. Here we have a flat, right? We have a flat. Let me get on the right time frame to see it. Yeah, there it is. That's it's not a great example. It's primarily because of here, but for instance, man, that's really not a good example. Let me show you some hidden divergence that I've traded recently. For instance, here's a great example. We had, this is what we call exaggerated divergence, where the RSI, the price came down, right? But the RSI reset to oversold and overtook the previous peak, okay? Right there, that's an example, for instance, of hidden bullish divergence or exaggerated bullish divergence. We took that long off of that divergence, okay? Once this played out, once this showed, we took that long. We took that off this order block right there, and off of that divergence, we had a great signal. Let's see what time frame. I think the 2 hour, 4 hour provided a great signal for you right there, for a break of structure there. So that's an example. So why did I go through all that divergence? Why did I teach you that? Because the question is there divergence? The question that was asked is there divergence to support my bias? Well, is there divergence that I'm expecting to see? Okay. In other words, what divergence am I, based on my count, what divergence am I expecting to see? Okay, so my count says that this is actually an expanded flat that I'm expecting to see. I've got this 3-wave move. Okay, now I'm looking for this to be a 3-wave move that could break the low or not. Okay, so it may or may not break the low. All right, if it breaks the low, price breaks the low, but RSI does not break the low. Okay, that's going to be divergence. Now this is really the wrong time frame to see it. There's a better time frame for you right there. Yep, the 2 hour. So if we get a down move on the RSI, okay, but it doesn't break this low, okay, keeps an upward slant, but it comes down, keeps an upward slant maybe, okay, but yet price breaks that low. That's divergence I expect to see with this count, okay. I expect it to look like an expanded flat. That's going to resemble reversal divergence, but it's designed to come all the way back up. And then what I would expect to see is hidden bearish divergence, where waves 2 and wave 4 provide hidden bearish divergence. Okay, continuation to the downside. In other words, price comes back up, does not make a higher high, but the RSI resets and either comes up even with the previous peak or overtakes it and creates hidden bearish divergence. Okay, and that would be an example of continuation where I'd want to take a short off of that if RSI resets in that manner. Okay, so hopefully that's an answer. That's a long answer to your question, but hopefully that helps you. So the question is, do we see the divergence that we expect to see for that count? I don't know yet because it hasn't finished playing out, right? But certainly this wave is looking bearish, and she's looking pretty good right now. Let's see if she continues coming down tonight. Now we did have a CME gap, CME gap to the upside, so we'll probably come back down and fill it. I'm trying to remember where the CME closed. Let me put my finger here on the CME chart real quick. That's wrong chart, is it? That's BTC1. That's dominant. Oh yeah, that's it. This is the one. Yeah, we have a gap. 22,975. So, excuse me. So 22. So yeah, I would expect that gap to close and to come down to the downside. Okay. So yeah, it even looks pretty decent for CME to come on down. If she does come down like this, we got a flat. Oh, let me draw that a different way. We got a flat here. Get a three-way move, and then maybe a pop to the high. Take out that liquidity, and then down we go. Okay, so that's how I'm thinking. Hopefully that let's see. Oh, well, Fib Newton, I'm glad you were there for that. I do a lot of teaching on divergence, so feel free to come on in. Austin, I value your thoughts, but I'd rather hear you restate that with a little bit more humility. Like, I don't think we're going down because, and then offer your insight. But just to say we're not going down with such certainty, you'll look silly if it goes down later. So what I've learned to do is offer my opinion, say, hey, I could be wrong, and that keeps you humble, keeps you looking good to the other people as far as looking like, hey, listen, I'm not here being arrogant, saying I know what the market's going to do. I have a belief system as to where I think it might be going and why I think it. But at the end of the day, I always hold my belief system in tension with proper skepticism. I look at the market and say, hey, this is what I believe and this is why I believe it. However, I'm properly skeptical of what I believe. So if you could restate what you said with some clarity, and I don't think we're going down, and here's why. I'd love to hear that comment. I don't know if you just got here and you missed all the TA that led into my argument here, but that would be something for you to watch, maybe, that you might want to check that out. Okay, hopefully those comments help you a little bit. But yeah, value what you want to say. So let me know why you think we're not going down. That would be a fantastic way to say it. So what do you guys think? Now, I've presented an argument here that I'm pretty much done with that says, hey, we probably go down for a C wave here, and then we could break the low, we may not break the low, and then we shoot up Okay, so I'm looking for this move right there. Okay, and then I'm looking for another move to the downside after that's done. Okay, so I presented an argument why I believe that. It may or may not play out. We'll watch the market and see, and trade our trades with good risk management. So we're gonna damp eat. That's so funny. Yeah, let me show you. Okay, so yeah, the DXY is a good point. Jesus still loves me. I love saying your name just so people can hear the name of Jesus spoken. That's fantastic. Let me look. Let me look at the DXY here in just a minute, okay? But what I want to do is let's. Do we want to do that now? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's break my habit. Let's do the DXY now. I'll show you what I'm seeing in the DXY and the SPX because that's part of my pattern here of. And then we'll look at the other charts. We'll look at ETH, XRP, DOT, ADA, and then I'll take your requests, okay? And then I'll show you what I'm seeing in those charts, okay? All right, good deal. All right, so here's what I'm seeing for the DXY. This is the 3-day chart. It's a fantastic chart. You'll see here the pattern that we're making here, okay? That we're bouncing off of this trend line. Or respecting it as of now. We could come down a little deeper, okay? Could come down a little deeper and test it, all right? But we're respecting this 3-day trend, all right? Now, we're also making a wedge up here in the RSI, and it's creating some divergence. That generally means when I see a wedge like that sideways at the top, generally means it's topping out. It's a topping formation, okay? And that's a good sign. Okay, that's a good sign for charts when you see that, as long as it maintains these lows and it continues. Especially when you get a pullback that comes and breaks this trend line to the downside. That's pretty much confirmed that the top is in, and generally speaking, not always certain, but the top could be in. Okay, and we're now trending to the downside. Okay, sometimes it means wave 3 is in. Okay. Sometimes it means wave 3 is in, and what you'll get is on the pullback that you get to the downside, okay, it will reset the RSI quickly, create hidden bullish divergence, and then you'll get the next wave to the upside. Okay, so that could be what's playing out here. But this is what I'm seeing just looking at the chart here. This right here isn't a finished wave. I don't think it's done. Okay, it looks like we need one more hit to the high. One more hit to the high. So I'm thinking we're going to hit the high once. Okay, that means down. That means down again for the rest of the market, for another wave, right? Now, I don't think we're going down forever. Okay, but that does mean we're not finished. Okay, so anyway, that's something to pay attention to on the 3-day chart. And I really think, and we've got some hidden bull working here on the daily chart. If you take a peek at the daily, we've got some hidden bull right there. So that's compelling as well. It could still go down. We've also broken the structure to the upside. That's not as compelling, but it could mean that we're going up for another wave. As long as this maintains that trend line to the downside, on this high, it creates that divergence and keeps it. We could probably see a deeper correction coming. Probably a wave 4 would be my guess. Okay. That's the way I'm looking at DXY. Let's look on the 1-hour chart and see what she's small time structure. Okay, so you see how we have a 3-wave shape here? That's very 3-wave-ish. Okay, now it could be 5 waves, but I think it's 3. Okay, and it looks like we're correcting to the upside a bit. Okay, so again, looks like we're getting a 3-wave move. I would expect to see another move down and then another move up, minimum. Okay, and then we could get another move down. So I'm looking for this wave to the upside, more than likely. You'll see the 5 waves there, the 3-wave flat right there. Okay, and then we got an ending diag right there. So there's a 5, 3, 5. The other interpretation of that is that this is 1, 2, 3. This was 4, and that's 5. That's a 5-wave move. That's the other interpretation. 5 waves there, and now we're getting a 3-wave pullback. in which we're going to get another 5 waves to the downside. I don't think that's coming. I think this wave is coming, and then we get this wave, okay? So this is when we get a larger pump, okay? We'll get a pump in BTC later, but right now I think we're due for a bit of upside, okay? But it's going to be choppy. It's going to be up and down. All right, so in other words, this could pump up and then start working its way down, very choppy, okay? And then this could go up again in 3, something like this. Okay, and that would be a 5, then a 3, and then be looking for 5. So it looks like we're going to be in a correction for a little bit. It's going to be a lot of choppy price action, but could see some pumps and dumps through all of that. That's the way I'm looking at the DXY for now. Okay, so DXY to me looks choppy. We're going to monitor this wave, and every bit of information that comes in will alter our opinions and the way we believe as that plays out. Okay. So, hey, thanks for everybody who hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And you can come back later on, circle back after the live is over, and make a comment if you love this content. I try to put out a couple extra videos, and I put a chart out through the week. Hopefully you caught those, and we're appreciative of those. Thanks for everybody who subscribed, part of that. I really appreciate you blessing our family by doing that. Okay. All right, now. So there's the DXY. That's what I'm looking at. So let's look at the SPX in light of that and see if they're doing similar things here. Okay. So I've got these trend lines drawn here on the SPX because I have a couple of different counts here. One count says we've got an ABC, A right there, B right there, and then a C wave is already finished. Okay. So we've got a diagonal A, 3-wave B, and then a 5-wave C, and we got an ABC, and it's done, guys. And the SPX is, I'm looking for this thing to start trending to the upside. Okay, now how is it going to go? I don't think it's just going to go straight up. Okay, I think this is going to roll over, come down kind of deep, and then go up, and it's going to go up choppy. Okay, it's gonna make waves, much like this did, right, as it went up. But I think we're going to start getting. I think this is going to roll over. I think it's going to come up and roll over, come up, roll over, and come up, roll over. I think we're going to break this high. I think that this wave is heading that direction. Okay. Again, I think the DXY in general is about finished. Okay. So I think the DXY is going to be trending right now to the downside in the larger time frames. Okay. And SPX could be trending up to make one more last hurrah, one more higher high before a big dump is coming later on. I think everybody's expecting that dump. I think everybody's looking for that dump, and I think that dump is going to come, but it's going to come in a way you don't expect. It's going to come at a time and a manner that you don't expect. Okay, kind of like Jesus when he returns. Okay, he's going to come on a day when you don't know and at a time you're not expecting. Okay. So yeah, I think this market often goes where you think it's going to go, just not in a way you expect it to go there. So just keep that in mind. I'm fairly bullish on the SPX, though I have another count here that says, okay, maybe we got a leading diagonal working. So if we got a leading diagonal working, and I'm looking for this to become a 3-wave move up to this trend line, and then we go down again for one more low, and then so instead of this being a finished ABC, what it is, a zigzag, it actually becomes a leading diag where you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now it's not done. We get a little bit of a rally, a 3-wave pullback, a little bit of a rally, and then we go down again. Okay, we go down again big. Okay, so hey, welcome, man, and no problem with the phone call and being late. Chemo, love you that you're here. So yeah, this could be a leading diag, in which case we just pump to this trend line and reject off of it, coming down in a manner much like this, in a big fast wave to the downside. Okay, that's going to make a lower low. That's going to allow BTC to make a lower low as well. Okay, so there's a possibility, guys, that's on the table for SPX, that this could be, instead of a bullish wave to come break the highs, like I was thinking. Maybe this is a diagonal here, and we're gonna come up and find rejection off of this And that puts BTC going up for one more hit and then rejecting off of this, off of its trend line as well, going down to make lower lows. One more lower low. Then we get a reprieve, a three-way pullback. Okay, so that might be a really big, pullback on BTC as well before we go down again. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see what the market does. But that's the way I'm looking at SPX right there. So looks pretty good. Looks pretty decent. Okay, any questions, guys? Any questions? All right, so we've looked at BTC. I've kind of made my case there. We've looked at the DXY and the SPX. Now what we want to do is look at the broader crypto market, and let's just start doing some correlation, okay? I'm expecting a down, up, down move with Bitcoin. We want to see, we want to see if any of the other charts are making the same kind of pattern, or is something else being made. So let's look at the chart together, and let's see if there's any correlation with what Bitcoin might be doing, okay? So ETH, let's go to the smaller time frame here. I'm going to look at ETH, XRP, and ADA for now. Then I'll take some requests. If you want to go ahead and put your requests in, and Chemo, if you could keep a list of the requests, that'd be great in the order. Remember, I always give preference to super chat. So if you super chat your request, I skip the line and go straight to you and give you analysis that's in depth and heavy and worth the super chat. Other than that, I just take them as they come, and I stop anytime I want to when I'm tired and I'm starting to yawn. So that's to let you know I'm starting to get tired. Oh, excuse me. It's 10 o'clock at night. So anyway, I'm starting to get a little sleepy. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we navigate through this. Okay. All right, here. Let me just take a peek at the small time frame on Bitcoin. See what wave this is making here. Is that a flat or is that a zigzag? Let's see. All right, let's take a peek at ETH, small time frame. What are we doing here? ETH looks a little bit more bullish to me. Excuse me. ETH looks a little bit more bullish to me. Let me set up a trade here for a second. Set up a hedge position if it decides it wants to go back to the upside. Okay. But we've been going sideways in this range for quite a bit. It looks like we got 3 waves here. Can't stop yawning right now. It's on, guys. The yawning is on. This looks like a 5-3-5 pattern. And now what is this? What is this? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. They may want to go up and break this high, stop hunt the high before they bring it down. It's what I call an Elliott +1. I've got a 3-way move. Looks like they're going to go take it down, but then they go stop hunt, and then they take it down. Totally possible. So I like ETH for down, but I see this possibility as well. Doesn't have to play, but it could play. What would that be in the larger time frame? See, now ETH here looks like a finished wave, actually, now that I'm looking at it. A, B, C. Looks finished. In which case you got a 1, 2, a 1, 2 there. Or an A, B. Looking for a C or 3. Yeah, this could be ready to go down and make a lower low. What else could it be? We get a lot of chop here. We totally get a lot of chop in here. Could this just keep tracking to the upside? I imagine it could. It could keep pumping. I feel like this is going to come down here. Create some hidden bull on the chart. Three, 5, or 3 even. Get back up into the liquidity zone, find some resistance right here. One more wave down. We got to see how this wave develops. Is this going to develop bullishly, turning up to the upside, or is this looking to the downside like I think it could be? What else could it be? Could that be an ending diagonal? I don't think so. So yeah, there's a possibility right there of an ending diag. Get a pump, break the high, and then we dump. All right, what are you doing, BTC? I'm watching you in the small time frame. Yeah, whenever I share my trade ideas, they always counter them. Something different, something wacky. Watch out for that. Could be a flat. See if that keeps rocking. What would it be if it keeps going up, guys? What would it be if it keeps going up? I said in my live stream, my video today, sorry, that this is some kind of bottom of this wave. Some kind of a bottom here. Instead of here, it's here. And this is 5, 3. This is so that's a 1, 2, 1, 2. And now we got another 1, 2. We're going up bullishly. Now this is gonna keep going, keep rocking to the upside. Okay, this could be a nest of 1-2s. Not a big fan of that count, but I imagine that could be the interpretation. That my flat that I see here is incorrect. That it's not a flat at all. It's something else. But that's what invalidations are all about. This thing can totally, go on to the upside. I just, not so sure. I think we're coming down first. Let's look at XRP. What's going on with XRP? Yeah, same thing. Same thing's going on with XRP. So, same wave structure. You got this A, B, C right there. Okay. Now you got this A. There's your B. Now we're working on C. There. And we're looking at this as an A. There's your B and C. Take out this liquidity, and then down we go. Doesn't mean down forever. Just means down for another wave. It could be a big nasty wave. Okay, could be something like that, or it could simply be something like this, in which this trend line is respected. Just don't think so. I think we've got a 3-wave move. A 3-wave move. Y, X, Z. I rarely guess WXY Zs, but that could be a W, X, Y, X, Z. In which case I need this 3 waves down and then 5 waves up again. Or, yeah, 5 waves. Is that a diagonal instead? Is that a diagonal? What if it's a diagonal? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like this wave at all. That wave structure is crap. Could be an ending diag. So I got an A, B, C. Or I got a WXY. Right here. W, there's X right there. It's just truncated. And then Y. That's better. Then I got this 3-wave move here. That we go down. I think that's a better count right there. It's a better count. So I'm seeing the same wave structure in XRP as I am in Bitcoin. Let's take a peek at ADA, please. Cardona. All right, this is trash. This wave structure is just absolute trash. This looks like 3, 3, 5. I'm having a hard time with this structure, guys. Ugh. I got hidden bear on the 2 hour. What if this is an ending diag right here? Some kind of an ending diag right there. In which case you've got A, B, C. It's truncated C. And now we're looking for A, B, C. I'm not so sure about that. Other possibility. It's 1, 2, 1. We need to finish wave 2. We come down, and then we got a big wave 3 coming. Even still, I see that dump first on the 2 hour chart before a pump. That's what I believe. Wrong or right, that's what I believe right now. Let's look at Dot. See what Dot's saying. Ah. Dot looks like this needs to happen. Then I got a 1, 2, 1, 2. Either that or this. Oh, come on. Or that was ABC. And now we got 1, 2 to the downside. And we're going down. So I see this leg coming down. If we go up and break this high, that gets invalidated. This looks like it needs to come down for at least an ABC. Then maybe another high, or it continues down to break the low. All right, I'm going to take y'all's requests. All right, Big Papa Pump, you were first. We're going to look at Dash. I think the anti-inflation bill that just passed, what is? I didn't see it, so I don't know the details of the bill. What does it do? Can you, Big Papa Pump? Tell me what tell me what it does. What is it providing for? What are they going to be? What do you call it? Are they going to be, sending money out? Are they printing money again? What's the bill do? I'd love to hear that. In the meantime, let me look at Dash for you. Thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Okay, looking for Dash. Dash, there it is. This wave structure at the bottom is super hard. It's not so simple. It's not simple at all. Yeah, Dash looks like it wants to go up and make a higher high here. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm chronically yawning right now. I need to do some jumping jacks or something. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to look at that wave structure and say, okay, what is it? What is it? Right? This looks like 3 waves right there. That does. So, you know, this looks like they want to bring this up, break the high. So Dash is looking bullish. But not bullish forever. Bullish like this wave right here. Okay. In fact, the same wave structure is at play. So it might do this trick. And then down. Just look at that fractal right there. That's telling. So we might just have one more high to go. Play around here. And if it makes another high, it may make a lower low right here. See that RSI right there. Boom. See what Bitcoin does. One thing about it on the 2-hour, this has broken the structure to the downside. Whereas here, it did not break the structure. So if this continues to break down, then this is going to go down instead of go up. This looks bearish unless a candle changes. Watch a break of that line. All depends on what Bitcoin's going to do tonight. But that wave structure is just absolutely horrendous. Let me zoom out on Dash here and look at the daily. One might argue it's done. That this is just going to roll up, create some kind of leading wave. One might argue that's finished. That's done. Yeah, watch that trend line. See what happens on that trend line. You could argue that's finished. Ugh. But that wave structure right there, super, super challenging. It's come all the way back down. Found support. Let's see if we get a break to the upside here. But BTC would have to do that too, so I'm not holding my breath. And I look at the RSI here on the daily. And I got a wedge there. Now, if it breaks up and out of this, that's fine. But if it respects the wedge and breaks down, that's going to be bearish. Obviously. For one more wave, one more hit, create divergence, take her long. Funding for the IRS to double employees. That sucks. Yeah, Dash could get down to 20 bucks. I'm not here to say it's going to. I'm just saying it could. All right. I've already looked at DOT. So that DOT's done. Big Papa Pump, I don't know what to say as far as, you know. That's a possibility. Or if it watch a break out of this trend line here. Watch a break out of that. That's a real possibility as well. Let's just see what happens right in here. This is a real critical moment, and the wave structure here is not clear. Not clear at all. Okay, let's look at Matic next. Okay, Matic. Automatic. Okay, had a three-way pullback. Looks like a flat. Again, has that potential of being done, or the potential of one more hit to the low, right? It just has the look of possibly being done. It's found support right here, but it also has a potential of, hey, let's go hit the low one more time and then go, okay? So this might have found resistance here. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Matic looks finished, guys. When I look at this, Matic looks done. Boom, finished. I got 5 waves in C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks done. I got an impulse. I'm waiting for. Yeah, Matic looks. All my TA on Bitcoin was spot on for Matic. Looks like we got this move. We need to get this move right here, and then up. So we need to get that three-way pullback, and then we go down. So Matic, while it's going to make a correction, I'm looking for 3 waves here. 3 waves to develop. Once 3 waves is finished, okay, so looking for this maybe up and then down, something like that. Okay, looking for that to finish, and then we dump. So watch out when this spikes this high, especially if it gives you this down move first and then it spikes the high. It's got a three-wave shape to it, and then down we go. That's what I'll be watching for. Ugh. Just taking a peek at BTC here. What are you doing here? What are you doing? What is this wave structure? Elliott +1, probably. Yeah, looks like they want to go up and spike the high one more time. So frustrating when they do that crap. They want to go down, but they're going to spike the high a couple times before they do it. So that's what Matic looks like it's doing as well. It's right here, boom, boom, and then down. We'll see what happens. See what happens. What's the next? Yeah, Ryan, I already kind of covered the fact that it could be a macro bottom in, buddy. I know that's your bias. I'm a little bit more neutral than that right now, bud. Yeah, and we're still on our first wave. Still on wave one, more than likely, which means we go up for 5, and I don't know what wave we're in. And that wave one could be it could be a series of 1-2s, right? I talked about that big bullish count in the very beginning of the live stream, in which we go up and test 30K maybe, and then come back down, and retest the lows again in 3 waves. So, but small time frame, again, small time frame analysis, looking for, small time frame analysis, we're more than likely doing this, then that, okay, and then that, and that's going to give us a 3-wave move to the upside. That's what I'm seeing on the small time frame. So we'll see how that plays. Yeah, rewind, my brother, and you'll catch all those bullish counts. You know how balanced I am, my man. I try to stay as even keel as possible. All right. What is this silly wave structure here? It's bothering me. That could be a flat right there. be totally a flat. See what she does right here. See if we get a rejection or not. Because basically what we'd have here is a big bearish, well, sorry, 1, 2, and then a 1 right there, and this is a flat 2. Can't break that high, and then we go down big. So we'll see what happens there. Small time frame. Okay, after Matic, who is next? Band. Okay, band. Don't forget, I'll do stocks as well, guys. If you have a stock you want me to take a peek at. And you got to understand that all the analysis on most of these charts are the same. It's the same move I'm looking for Bitcoin. I'm looking for these other ones. It's just going to take a slightly different shape, right? So I've already done ADA, so if you ask for ADA, go back and look at the TA I've already done on that. I see that in the list. I don't know what that is. This wave structure is super sketch. If I had to guess band, it needs to pump for another high. And that becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diag, and then it's done. So band might pump for a leading diag. And then down we come, retest the lows, and then maybe up again. So that would be if we have a macro bottom, right? If this is a leading diagonal. So see if that plays that diagonal. We get a lot of diagonals at the beginning of waves. I'm not sure about that, but certainly an idea. It could be some kind of ending diag where you got a flat right here. 3, 3, 5. I don't think so, but that would call for a wave down after that pump. This wave structure is challenging. Let's see what you're gonna have to just wait and see what BTC does here as well, because BTC is calling for this down move and then maybe up. And that may be a diag to begin with. In which case you get a three-way pullback once it's finished. Back 50 to 60%. Maybe even retesting the lows and then maybe up after that. See what BTC is doing here. What is this wave structure going on? If it breaks this high, I won't like it. I'll look for it to break this high and break this high again, more than likely. This could come up and break this high right here and then come down. They like to do that. They like to give you this wave. Give you that wave right there. You know. And then come up and take it out and then go down for good. It's a pain in the rear end. This is a bunch of trash right here. So let's see what they do here. See what they do here, guys. If they break this high, still possible down, but it's not going to look as good. A, B, and then C. That's a possibility right there. But if they just respect this, let's see what they do right here. Let's watch it for a minute, see what they do. Oh, you guys are killing me. We're gonna cut off the requests. So I'm gonna do up to I'm gonna do Mana, TRX, AVAX, KDA, and the stock, and then we're gonna call it good. I'm starting to get tired, guys. Tired. Yeah. Let's do Mana quick. Let's do Mana. Band is ugly. I'm seeing maybe a pump, but this might come down first. We'll see. And then a reversal. So not a big fan of Band. The chart doesn't look great. Let's look at sorry guys, let's look at Mana. Same crappy guys, the same crappy bottom is on every chart. There's not a whole lot I can yeah, Mana, you know, some of these are looking a little bit more up than others. This obviously looks a little bit more pumpy. Mana does. 12-hour chart. It's respecting that trend line of this wedge here. Not a fan of that trend line. I don't like that. Much better. Yeah, Mana looks like it wants to pump a bit more. Question is how? How is it going to pump on the daily, right? So I'm looking for BTC to pump as well, but a move to the downside to follow. So I've been looking for BTC to come down and then pump, like so. So that move could happen first, but that's the daily. So let's see here. Let's look at the 4 hour. Hour. Three. See, so, I mean, you could make the case here. I'm trying to figure out this wave structure, right? That you got a WXY there, right? You can make that case. And it's finished. And now you're getting some kind of A, B, and C to the downside. You can make that case, but it also, you can also make the case, the bullish case here. It just all depends on what BTC does right in this moment. This is such a key moment for Bitcoin. It's unreal. This is critical little minute for Bitcoin. It really needs to choose its direction. Of course, I think a downward move makes sense before an upward move, right? So that's what I'm kind of watching for. I see this as an ABC. I thought it was about finished, and now we go down, but they keep testing it to the upside. So they keep kind of pumping it. I was expecting it to start kind of hitting to the downside, but you know, they could pop the high one more time and then do it. Or they don't have to go down at all. What else could this be? Yeah, I still think wave structure supports a flat here. But current wave structure is pumpy. But we know that can turn on a dime. You know that, guys. All right, so yeah, I'm trying to stay unbiased here. So just looking at Mana unbiasedly, A, B, and C. Let's get C up here. Let's get C as an ending diag, maybe. Where you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe 5. So maybe something like that for Mana. What else could be going on here? I mean, technically, I mean, you got a case here for a WXY. I think I already shared this. And now you get a flat A, B, and we go down for C. And we need 5 waves down for C, at least. And that becomes a leading diag of some kind. That becomes a 3-wave pullback. Now you got a 1-2. So we're going to have to wick this. This will have to wick. This 2-hour candle should wick. Small time frame on Mana is challenging. It's all the charts are challenging. This could be bullish. You know, it starts going up for some kind of wave like this. This is the 3-day chart. Hard to tell. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's do TRX and then AVAX. KDA. We're just going to call it an evening after that. There's TRX. Same thing, same crap. TRX is different though, isn't it? That's a really interesting chart right there. What is that? There's no reading that chart right there. Looking at this wave right here. This could pump one more time or something and then come and retest the bottom and then go. That's trashy. Just looking at previous price action, you know, it's prime for a dump here before a pump. wouldn't be surprised to see this dump, a little bit first. Man, that's tough. I don't know. I need more data. TRX, guys, I need more data. Of course, it's going to go with BTC, but that's an ugly chart. I need more data. But my guess, if I had to guess, it's going to roll over and then go up. So it's got that low to make. But whether it happens here or it goes up a little higher and then comes down, I don't know. There's nothing here for me as far as wave structure. It's just ugly as crap. That's just ugly as I'll get out. Rob, if it'll Rob Casey, if BTC goes to 70K tomorrow, then I didn't see it coming. You got to be prepared for me to be wrong, as I always say. What a question. What if it goes to 12K tomorrow, Rob? What if it goes exactly as I say it goes? I mean, what do I say to that? I'm not sure how to answer your question, my man. Interesting question, I suppose. Again, if you came in, my wave structure analysis is telling me down for 5 waves here. And I think we're getting ready to head on down. We got a 1, 2, 1, 2. Hopefully it gets rocking here pretty soon. If it goes up and breaks this high, which it totally could, it could still reject and come down for 5. So be ready for that. It could break this high here and then come down and then go up. It could break this low even, which we talked about. But is it likely that you're going to have a $50,000 move in price to 70K? Nah, it's not likely at all, Rob. It's just not the way the market moves. The market doesn't move like that. You're not going to have a $50,000 move in one day. Just market doesn't move like that, generally speaking. What in the world would could cause a $50,000 move in price? A run on Bitcoin. What would happen? What would cause a run on Bitcoin? I can't imagine it. It's kind of a silly question. I'm trying to understand your heart and asking it. So if you could explain that to me, that would be interesting. Is it just ignorance of the market, or are you just delusional in the way you think about markets, or are you asking for a reason? I'm trying to get at it. I don't know why it's got my curiosity, but yeah, just interesting question. Okay, let's see. TRX is just non-chartable for me right now. I'm sorry about that. AVAX. There's some wave structure that's interesting. I like AVAX. AVAX an interesting chart. Let's take a peek at that guy. It's a 4-hour chart. Let's see what that's doing. What is that? It's almost a WXYXZ. WXYX. W, X, Y, X, Z. Interesting. That puts it about finished as well. Could be done. Looks like it needs to play around here, hit the high, and then dump. It's kind of the way it looks to me. But that's a possible finished wave. The other, I suppose the other option is that's a leading diag of some kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get a finish this wave to the upside maybe, and then get an A, B, C to the downside. That's the way that looks to me. And so that could be a bottom right there. Could be. Up we go. We bottomed. We get a three-way pullback. Retest the lows. On we go. Take a peek at this bottom right here. Very similar price action. Leading diag of some kind. Pull back and then up we went. Could be up we go. Maybe AVAX is telling the story. All right, let's take a peek at KDA at this point, and then a stock. We'll look at SCCO and HBAR, and then we'll call it a night, guys. Yeah, KDA. I mean, it looks like an ABC, to be honest with you, with a leading diag. Some kind of an AB right there, and then we got a so it could be a WXY. Could we get a three-way pullback? This could be an ending diag of some kind, where we just finished and we get a pullback and then we go down. So this could be an A, B, and then an ending diag C. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which may be finished, or it may need another hit to the high before it comes down. There's no real price action here. There's no real price action to compare. So yeah, this could do something like that, maybe. A, B, C, then down. Back down to the regions and three waves, and then up again maybe. Something like that. This could be the bottom of, this just might be a, come on. Right here we got a fourth wave and then a fifth wave right there, and this could be a a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your leading diag. You get a three-way pullback. Retest the low. On you go. It's my best for KDA there for you. Best case scenario for you. Okay. Let's look at SCCO. Just offering some ideas for you guys. New York Stock Exchange. Ooh, there's a wave structure. Finally, a chart. It's different. Southern Copper Corporation. Okay, this has an ABC look to it, right? So it's really, and there's also an order block it's coming to right here that may be weak support. We've got much stronger price action support. Got an order block there, price action support there. Okay, and then we got price action support. Oh, come on. Right there. So a target here would be $39. Would be a pretty decent target to pay attention to. Not a bad little target zone to come down to and then head up. But this could be finished right where it is and popping up. But I have a feeling it's going to hit a lower low, hit between $42 and $39. Okay. And then I want to see it bounce back out of this box. Okay. So that looks like an ABC move. And then up we go. That'd be ideal. That's an ideal move for, it's a nice potential there. So maybe up in the meantime with one more low to go. Watch $39, $39 to $43 in that range. Watch that area. Let's see if you get a bounce there. Okay, final chart tonight, guys. I'm going to cut the request at this one at H bar. Here we go. All right. Last time I looked at it, I was calling that down move. We got it, but after I haven't looked at it since then, really. We totally could have a wave one about finished here, guys. Could be a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it could be finished. Could have a leading diag right here. That's completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Waiting for ABC. A, B. Waiting for ABC to finish. Then we'd look for continuation. So this could be a bottom, guys. It totally could be a bottom. Okay? And that could be a leading diag. Another way to look at that, yeah, like I showed Bitcoin, same as Bitcoin, is that this could be a one. Actually, this could be a truncated bottom here. This could be truncated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. This truncated, it didn't make a lower low. And we could have a 1, 2, 1, 2 on our hands, in which case we get a pump, a big pump here. So if it's a 1, 2, 1, 2 off the bottom, it's going to be very pumpy, and we'll get a move to the upside. Okay, so there's a possible idea there for you. That's very bullish. The other idea is that this was the bottom right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking for a three-way pullback, and then a continuation. So those are the wave structures I can see for H bar. Looks pretty decent there, but it's not clear what that is. If we're going to get this move down, or if this is just going to start pumping big. So that's what's at stake right now. That's what's going on in the charts. So my bias was to the downside. That I see this liquidity being taken out. Looks like it needs to be taken out, right? For Bitcoin, that's what it looks like it needs to go up and hit this range. Okay, whether it comes down here first and then goes up, I don't know. It's plausible, it's possible. Whether it plays that way, I don't know. Okay. Otherwise, this could just pump up, here, and then it becomes 3 waves like that somehow, WXY, and then we go down. So watch out for that. Just a little pumpy wave, and then down we go. But that was my bias here, that this is really pointing to the downside. However we get up here, whether we come down first and then up, or we just pump up here and find our way back down. All right, guys, that's the evening. That's the night. We're going to call it. Up or down, guys, as always. Up or down. Be ready for me. I was looking for, this to come on down. But, right now, the way it's pumping and the way it's moving, I don't know that I'm a big fan of that count right now. Really, really not. So we'll have to wait and see what we get. But it's kind of pumpy. I want to see if it's going to roll over and come down first or not. So we'll wait and see. All right, I'm exhausted. We're going to call it a night. It's been about 2 hours, 20 minutes. So, hey, thanks for stopping by the channel. Thanks for coming to Sunday Night Charts. I gave it my all tonight till I just couldn't take anymore. I'm charted out tonight. But if you want to be part of the Discord, I do 2 live streams every day. 2 live streams a day, morning and evening, and active trading throughout the day. So if you want to come be part of the Discord, I'd love to have you. With that said, y'all have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Later, guys.